Jones to Robinson. Dragic, pump fakes. Crowder, cross court, Duncan Robinson in the second quarter. Robinson.
High level throughout this year.
It can be disheartening when a team can.
Oh boy.
By 15. Robinson again. 5 with the ball. 2 minutes gone in the quarter. Robinson for 3.
Nowhere to go with it. Butler to the corner for Robinson. And that's into Bam Adebayo.
That is adorable. We need the pictures.
Duncan, good hands from Temple. Ends up with Robinson.
3-point line. Long three. Duncan in the league in points in the paint per game. Duncan Robinson. Pump fakes.
What you do while he's out there, get him some shots.
Yep. Yeah, just 4-3 Miami here in the first 3 minutes of change.
And you can shoot free throws. Robinson can beat. You don't have to settle. He got in the lane that time. Look at this.
Robinson shoots it from the wing. Kaboom! The only losses to the Lakers, Clippers, and Celtics at home. Robinson trip. Duncan delivers. Kaboom! Heat win on Saturday night. Heat winning that one handily as Duncan ahead 13-8. Duncan uses the screen from Bam and Barry getting started here in the second quarter. There's Duncan from downtown.
More well-rounded, not only making threes. Look at this range.
Oh my. Duncan, another.
Nunn will deal to Robinson, a three-point specialist.
5 times, and he's taking advantage of it now.
Robinson, of course, another triple. Back to Robinson, it goes for 3. Extra pass to Crowder, another extra pass in the corner. It's Robinson, injured by Dellavedova. Gives to Robinson for a not-going foul. Robinson. He hit.
Duncan Robinson for 3. Buries it.
Shots taken and made against Miami.
Duncan for 3. Also checking into the game, replacing Neal. Duncan! Off to Robinson. Backs up for the 3.
Despite fatigue here at the end of this long trip.
3 for 3 shooting, and the Heat getting hurt on the board. First possession for Miami, a Duncan 3. 1:23 remaining in the first quarter. A 3 on the way for Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson from the angle. Kaboom! To Olenek. Here's Duncan, the angle 3. Kaboom! I will have been standing from start to finish. And Nunn finding Robinson from the corner. Kaboom! Tonight he said, I need Ariza for more than the 9 minutes he played the other night. Duncan hunting for another 3. Barry. McCollum picking up that foul. Robinson gets open. And Duncan Robinson straight away. Kaboom! It's Crowder. Now it's Duncan. Kaboom!
Out as quickly as possible.
Duncan delivered. Duncan Robinson with some airspace. That's all he needs. Out it comes for Duncan's 3. Got it! He went.
With good looks.
Duncan from downtown. Ring up. Duncan from downtown. Yes. Duncan, corner 3. Why not?
And a guy that's just been 12 Pacific tomorrow. Robinson from Robinson. Bam certainly a cancer.
Third quarter. Thank you for joining us. There's Duncan. Here's Duncan Robinson hunting for that 3. Fighting on the shot clock. Duncan. Yes, sir.
A guy like a Goran Dragic or a Jimmy Butler. They run a lot of catch-and-shoot plays, just like for this guy.
Junior gets the rebound. Robinson. Kaboom.
In the first half, he's starting to get it going.
He's got 9 in this quarter for 15.
Going here. And that's the guy that usually gets a pass. Here's Robinson. Open for 3. Robinson. Quick release. They'll have the Warriors at home.
Robinson. Adebayo back to Robinson. Deep out of the corner. Robinson in those blowout games. The Heat, they've only played in 5. Olenek, Duncan Robinson. Check back in. Robinson is
lost back-to-back games 2 months ago. As another empty possession. Robinson in transition. Clippers went to their bench and turned it around. Hands it off, and you cannot give him airspace. Shot clock at 4. Robinson.
The Wizards 0 for 6 from 3. Here's Robinson from south.
Left hand.
Robinson, the corner 3. Robinson.
You're the Washington Wizards.
Robinson's three is good.
Sharp enough early as Duncan Robinson unloads from three. 1 point Kings lead at Duncan Robinson. 3 on the shot clock. Duncan. Yes. Robinson for the tie. Yes. So Miami at 29-12 as Robinson.
Finish for him.
Duncan Robinson from downtown. And Miami's first 15 points. Robinson on cue. Duncan from the corner over Mills.
My goodness.
Just trying to make sure that nobody's
Up there.
Robinson curls and outside Robinson, corner three. A crease avenue possible in that Miami zone, but
Duncan Robinson around the horn. It looks pretty, but you got to move the defense. Of course, Kendrick Nunn, we've told you about it.
Heat lead is 5. Duncan squares for 3. Leonard to a wide open Robinson in the corner. Kaboom. Pulls it down. Robinson. Kaboom. James Johnson. Duncan for 3. Yes. Brooklyn defense. A Robinson 3. Perfect. Leonard's so good at hedging out on the pick and roll. Robinson brings Sabonis deep into the corner for the jumper. It's good. Sends it out. Robinson sends it up. Kaboom. Heat in front by 18. Robinson squares and delivers.
Hassan has said that. You know, coming into this game, he asked more about
Great target on a pick and roll. We saw that connection many times here in Miami.
Game even at 4. Duncan for 3. Robinson by himself.
Ram's name on everybody's mind for Chicago.
To the border, beat the Raptors in overtime. And off to Robinson, fakes the 3, now fires. Kaboom. Duncan Robinson all by himself. That's Robinson, another 3. That's good.
Right now with 3 assists.
Duncan from downtown.
Oh, hands in midair with that finish.
Robinson from downtown. Bam, Robinson, and Leonard. There's Robinson. That's good. Finds Robinson wide open for 3. Lost his balance. Rookie year with the Heat, then a handful of games his second year.
Robinson teams that are in the top in terms of offense.
Oh, Adebayo got away.
He did. I think Aaron Holiday has to develop with it.
There's a missed shot, and Robinson. And then Robinson for 3, challenged.
shot clock at 4, down to 3. Robinson.
Miami has to be diligent there.
Robinson's triple, right on target. Duncan Robinson. Buries another. Barrett left Robinson. That's a no-no. That's one. Here's Robinson. Oh, Raymond there with 11. Robinson with his. Here's Robinson from downtown. Kaboom.
His return to a place he played 55 games last year.
I think that they will collapse on him. We got to do that.
Kendrick Nunn, shot clock at 4. Robinson has to hoist up a 3.
Oh! With an ankle injury. He's back. There's Robinson's corner 3. The Heat reset with a Duncan Robinson 3. Kaboom. Adebayo and Nunn out. Robinson and Hero in. And Duncan Robinson off the shot fake. Fires a 3. And Boston, 3 very good teams. And the 6.
Zinga's so big at 7-3.
Robinson. Duncan Robinson has to let it fly.
Robinson doesn't hesitate. He'd like to play a lot of dribble handoff. Duncan Robinson with back. Duncan Robinson from deep. Yes!
Adebayo screens. Robinson from the wing. And Robinson turning, firing. 3-on-2 for the Heat. Robinson pulls. In the corner. Robinson again. Holding back. Robinson. Reek. Robinson in transition. Heat have it. Robinson. Puts it back out to Robinson. Get the ball. Robinson. Feet set. Got another. Robinson. Oh.
Fun to watch this year. Kicks it out to Robinson. They leave Robinson in the game and Robinson with the
swing it. Jones. Robinson's 3. Butler kicks back to Robinson for 3. Yes.
Defense getting him on the back.
Robinson off the dribble. Duncan Robinson. At New Orleans. Duncan Robinson. 3 rebounds.
Yeah, he may be the slowest guy in the league, but he's very here as he's continuing to build.
Ball swings to the open Robinson. Book it. And they're agreed. Jack's working the sidelines. Duncan stays series. Robinson is a gift wrap 3. Kaboom. The defensive end effectively. That's Robinson. And the 3. Haven't seen much of it today. Duncan Robinson. And one of the few close games the Heat have been in this year is Robinson nails it.
Dribble handoff, and Robinson, Chicago. Robinson's getting all he can eat.
Another thing with these handoffs is easy to get a nice rhythm coming off that handoff.
Guys,
Back in the zone look.
Duncan Robinson.
Oh, that's great recovery.
And then Robinson in motion.
Duncan Robinson from deep. The Rockets switching very adeptly. Winslow, Robinson, and Nunn.
Adebayo pass into the corner. Duncan Robinson. They got 29 first quarter points. They just need to figure out the defense.
Here's Duncan Robinson loading up a three. Adebayo has 16 with 11 rebounds. Duncan Robinson.
9 points for Nance, who got the start. Robinson fires. Look at his Zizic last. Robinson long distance triple. Rattles up. The Heat enjoy a 16-point lead. Dragic up ahead to Robinson. Robinson's been hot from deep. Butler's watched by Porter off the Robinson catch and shoot three. Back to Hero. Extra pass. Robinson again. Go. Hero goes baseline on McKinney. Another three. Toward Adebayo. Comes a Robinson long distance triple. To a wide open Robinson.
Now back to Bam Adebayo. Duncan Robinson. Adebayo giving it to Robinson for the corner three. No. It'll be Duncan Robinson.
There's the triple. Puts it on the floor. Gives to Robinson. Robinson.
Move the other foot.
Robinson a three. Deals up top to Nunn. Extra pass to Robinson.
Years ago, put Michigan State on the map. Did he take over?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Being active, keeping that ball alive, and Georgia.
We know they're going to spend some time with John and Eric.
The other players in check in that first half. And now
He finds Robinson. Kaboom! First quarter record. Open three for Robinson. Kaboom! Resting some of his frontline players. Robinson ahead 73-47. Duncan Robinson to the game. Robinson's gift wrap three. To Duncan Robinson. Kaboom! 2012-2013 season. Duncan.
Leonard on the wing, three. Robinson begins. Robinson thinking three. Repositions the triple.
Bucks shot themselves in the foot, though. Their shot selection, because come May and June, you better have a healthy Joel Embiid.
Gives it back to Robinson. Got to admire the effort out of this Timberwolves team tonight.
Robinson. Duncan Robinson. Kaboom! Lead is 9 for the Bucks. Here's Duncan Robinson. He triples down the miss. Duncan Robinson for three. Yes!